Hey wannabes, it's Brian the B-Man, and you're listening to another episode of Chillin' with B. And today I just want to tell you about a show I watched recently. It's on Netflix at the time of this recording, and we are deep into October, so I think this is the perfect time to watch said show. I am talking The Haunting of Hill House. It came out on October 12th, if I remember correctly. Not that that's important too much, but because Netflix you can watch whenever you want. It is an original show, which means maybe it wasn't made by Netflix, but they got the rights to produce it or put it out on their network. So, anyway, I am a big horror time person. I love horror movies. I love horror shows. Not so much into the gratuitous, exploitation stuff and what do you want to call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Torture porn stuff. That's not for me. Don't like that so much. Not big on slashes, though I did want to see the new Halloween movie, and maybe we'll get to that sometime down the road. But this movie, anyway, this show, which is 10 episodes long. Some episodes are over an hour, some episodes are under an hour. It's a weird time thing, but it's Netflix. They can do what they want. I looked into it. I watched the trailer. I read some reviews. It looked like good stuff. So I started watching that when it first came out. Took me about a week or so to get through it. I finished it, and I got to tell you, this show is pretty damn good. I think even if you're not a horror fan, there's a lot to sink your teeth into. No pun intended. There's like a lot of family drama, and the basic premise of this show is it follows this family called the Cranes, and they moved into basically a haunted house in the early 90s, and it really affected their life. Some tragedy happened there when they were younger, and they all grew up to have some real big problems emotionally and whatnot when they got older. So fast forward to now, 2018, I believe. I don't know if they actually tell you the time it takes place. I think they do. But it's around this time anyway. And tragedy has struck again, causing the family to come together and face the spirits and, the dark things from the past. It's a really cool show. Like I said, the horror elements are there. They're far and few between. It's not like it's constant non-stop horror. It's also not about the jump scares. It's more like this creepiness just sneaking up on you. So good stuff. So there's 5 children, and then of course the parents. I don't want to go into details about what happens. Just know that no one is safe. There is loss throughout this show. Not everybody makes it to the end, I'll tell you that much. And some of the children seem like they have special abilities. They can all see spirits, although some want to believe it, some don't. But also, it seems like one girl has the ability where she can touch people and get like vibes off of them, or even objects. She can see, what's behind them, what the history is behind them. So that's kind of cool. It seems like this family is like sensitive. They use the word sensitive to things. So I would like to get some more backstory on that, if they're made that way because they lived in this house, or if they're already that way. I think they were already that way because the mother talks to the daughter about the grandmother being a certain way. So, I don't know, interesting. Alright, so, I don't really have much else to say. I'd have to go into spoilers to go further than that, but definitely check out this show. It's well worth it, in my opinion. And that's it. It's on Netflix. It's Halloween time. I think this is a great time to watch it. And this is a show I could see myself revisiting from time to time. It's pretty dark. Very dark show, like I said. And it can be kind of depressing. The ending, I probably need somebody to explain it to me. Because, like most of the show I understood. But with the constant flashbacks, it could be a little weird. And then the whole ending and the discussion about what exactly is behind the red door and the red room. I'm a little off on that, so I may have to go watch some other people's YouTube videos to figure out that. But I think I got the gist of it for the most part. Alright guys, so that's it. Thanks for joining me for this quick episode. I just wanted to get that out there. If you haven't seen it already, go check out The Haunting of Hill House. You won't be disappointed. Later, wannabes. Catch you around.